Hello, Brit-Brat Brigade, and thank you for joining me this Tuesday for some Final Fantasy 14. As you can see, that this is obviously not Dead by Daylight. Um, I have discussed it with friends and family before of doing this. I have entertained the thought of recording this game. I'm greatly in love with this game, and a recent subscriber has pushed me just that little bit further with their enthusiasm for it to finally get around to recording it. I'm not here alone though. I'm here with my sister Candace.
Hello.
And we are both going to be playing together and going through the storyline from the beginning to the end of the latest expansion, Endwalker. So you guys can join us on the journey through Eorzea from the start. Um, as you can see, I'm currently on the data center Crystal, but I'm going to be changing to the Primal Data Center and making a character there for this go around. For anyone who doesn't know anything about Final Fantasy 14, data centers are the servers. Each server has different worlds in them um, that you can travel between when you have a character on them. So these are the Japanese data centers, the European data centers, and we play in the North American data centers. So we're gonna swap over to Primal and join their list of worlds. Go ahead and proceed there. Candace is already making her character. She's got a little bit of head start on me. So we're gonna hop in, and I was a baddie and didn't start my timer. So this one's gonna be a little bit longer than 30 minutes long, but generally these videos, because it's easy to get caught up in these games and going at them and losing track of time, I have a timer running to keep track of 30-minute time frame so they don't get too lengthy. 30 half an hour is already a pretty decent length of time to have you guys sitting and joining us in our silly shenanigans. So um yeah, so I have a timer and it'll go off. You guys will hear it. It'll be our signal that the video has come to an end, and then I will stop the video wherever we're at, and we will pause playing at that point and pick up again for our next recording, so you guys don't miss out on anything. So as you saw coming in, I have some characters on Primal as well. Um, you can have a certain amount of characters on your uh, save of Final Fantasy 14 based off the subscription that you've bought. The subscription I've bought is a bit of a standard. I think it's called the standard subscription for 30 days. Um, you can, I believe, subscribe up to the total of a full year. Yeah, a full year. And um, so my subscription type allows me to have 8 people on any given world on a data center. There's the entry level subscription where you only have one character on any given world for your uh, characters, and it's about, I want to say, like $2 cheaper than the standard, because the standard subscription is $14.99, and I believe the entry subscription is $12.99. So, if any of you are interested in hopping into Eorzea after following us in our shenanigans, keep that in mind when you're making your own foray into Eorzea. So, we're going to go through, I'm going to go through with you guys about the races. This is the here, which is the humans, the male human, and then the female. And then every class has two versions of the race. So there's the Midlanders for the humans, and then there's the Highlanders, which are a bit more taller. And so the difference for them is that they have different stats. So like these ones have strength 23, dex 20, Vite 22, intelligence 18, and mind 20, versus the Midlander, who has a strength of 22, dex of 19, vitality of 20, intelligence 23, and mind 19. And the stats matter for, based off what class you want to play. That will play a little bit of a part in which one you decide to choose. Because the little bit of difference could always make a difference on how well your classes play out. So, then after the humans, we have the Elzen, which is the elves. And these are the male elves. And the female elves. And then we have the race that I'll be playing, which is the Lalafels. And this is the females and the males. It's probably the one race where I think the only thing that really helps give you away sometimes is your hairstyle, sometimes not, because some of the hairstyles is the same between female and male. So you can't really tell if you're talking with a male Lalafell or a female Lalafell. Then we have the Makote, which is the cat people, the male cat people, and then the females. We have the Rogadin, female Rogadins, and male Rogadins. We have the Ara, which is the dragons, the male dragons, and then the female dragons. And then we have the Rothgar, which you'll notice only has male characters right now. But it has been said that in a later patch we'll be gaining the female Rothgars. So, looking forward to that in the future. And then we have the Viera, the male Viera, who we just gained recently, because before Endwalker we only had female Viera, which are these lovely ladies. So those are all your options for your races in Final Fantasy XIV. I would sit here and go through all the different second options for between the two, but I don't want to make this too long. Well, no, we'll go through it real quick. All right, but we're gonna just go for whatever gender it is. So you'll have to check on your own if you're really interested about the clan, what the opposite gender looks like. This is the Wildwood Elven, and then those are the stats. Then there's the Duskwaite, which as you can tell when you choose. You probably noticed when we were looking at the humans, but when you choose a different clan, the character is actually, while obviously still the same race, has differences in their look. It does affect your options when you're creating your character on like the type of face you can have and the skin tones available to you. So that's also something to keep in mind when you're choosing what clan to be, is the options available to you will differ depending on your choices. And so for us, the Lalafell, our clans are the Plains folk and the Dunes folk, which is what I will be making, is I'll be a Dunes folk. Alright, and then for the Mikote, we have the clans, the Seeker of the Sun, and the Keepers of the Moon. And then for the Rogadin, we have the Hell's Guard, and the Sea Wolves. And then the aura. We have the rain, rotten. I don't know how to pronounce that. And the Zayla. And if you're interested in these little bodies of text right here, which is a little background on the race, then go ahead and pause the video for a second to read these. Then the Rothgar have the Lost, and the Helios. And then you have the Viera, who have the Rava and the Vina. Alright. And the Rothgar changed me over to the males, so for those two, obviously if you want to see the females version of them, you'll have to swap over. Or play yourself to figure out what they look like. But let's hop into making our character, the Lalafell. We're gonna be a little female Lalafell. Dunes folk. Alright, so I've considered this greatly about whether or not we should be about middle-sized or be a tall Lalafell. But we're gonna go as I normally do and be the smallest Lalafell you can be. Honestly, I don't know why there's this option on the Lalafells, because there's not really, you don't really change much here. So we'll just go, if I can get it. Oh, I almost got it. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I think I had it for a second. Oh god. Trying to get 50. 51, 54. Okay. Oh. Okay, 52. We'll take 52. We'll leave it there. Okay. We're gonna go. Kind of looks like a normal peach. Yeah, I think that's looking good. So down here you can change your environment to get an idea of how you'll look in different settings of lighting. Alright, I think this is a good skin tone. I like this. So we're gonna stick with this one, but you can have various different ranges. Like we can be a bit more reddish, we could be a little bit darker, even darker, and darker. You can be really pale. It's whatever you like to choose. Some races, as you were seeing when we were looking at them, can actually have like blue skin or green skin. So that still comes back around to like which clan you choose, which race you choose, will depend on what options you have available. So for hairstyles, so we have a standing pose, and then the unique pose will take you through emotes. If you want to see if you like how your character functions with the emotes and their look, give you a bit of an idea. I think we're gonna go with this little ponytail here. I normally go pigtails, but I like this hairstyle too. Not too big of a fan on this hairstyle color though. So we'll do highlights, but we're gonna do. Ooh, here we go. Maybe a bit more of a hazelish color there. And we'll highlight it with my favorite color, reflective green. Can't go too dark. Okay, let's have you stand still so we can look at this. We'll stick to it. Hopefully you guys like this Brit-Brat Brigade. We're gonna stick with this one. We can always change it later. So now's our facial expressions. We got the one we're on. This will dictate the type of jaw, eye shape, eyebrows, nose and mouth, I believe, that are available to us. So there's these. There's this general one. There's this one. And then there's this one with this little sleepy gaze, like they're gonna fall asleep. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I normally always go with this face type. But this looks kind of cute with our hairstyle, so we're gonna go ahead and go with this little sleepy look. Alright, so...
You have to forgive Sulloa. She always tries to go ahead and make deadly characters, but always ends up making cute characters.
Oh my goodness. I think I make very deadly looking characters. Thank you. So as you can see, it's slight, but so right now the cheeks and the chin, they're like out a little bit. Like this. So then you go this one, see the slight, see how they come back out and then they poof up a little bit. It's a slight difference. See? And then this one is even slimmer on that, and then like this. And then this one puts you out more, and boom. Very, very slight difference on that one. Alright, we're gonna go with number 4. Okay, and then eye shape. So this is the one that drew me in. Then there's this. So it goes from up to down, and then we also have one that goes slightly more in on the inward. 4, which makes the eyes a bit more round. I kind of like number 4. 5 cuts it down, and then 6 makes it a bit larger. 4, 6. 6 kind of looks cool too. But we'll stick with 4. I like them the most out of the eye options. It still seems to have that slight tired bend to it, but not nearly as slanted on the inside, and has bigger lashes. I like to go with large irises. You can go smaller. It's not that much smaller, but I like the large one, which is probably why my characters always have more of a cute look, you could say. Alright, so those of you in the Brit-Brat Brigade who have been around know I don't like the color pink, but since we're doing this with Candace, We'll give ourselves a pink eye for her favorite color and a nice green eye for my favorite color. Like we have the green in our hair for my favorite color as well. So this will be our little dance emote. Yeah, I think I like that. I can live with that. All right. Our eyebrows, which number one, apparently we have no eyebrows. That's interesting. No eyebrows. Okay, I see it. It's very down more. Okay, that one's a bit more down. This one's a bit more up. This one's a bit more up. More uppish, I think. And more uppish. Okay. I think we like him too. I like to, I think. Can't really see them. Our nose. Right now we have this little number 1 nose. Then there's number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Kind of like 5. So a bit of a chubby nose. 4 is a more inside, a bit more out, a bit more pointy, and a normal. So that's also something to take care to remember when you're making your character, is that not only does it affect the front look, you know, it's good to turn to the side to see if this is the profile you want when you're in game. To some people it won't matter. To some it does. I always check. So we have mouth type 1, 2, 3, and 4. I normally like to go for 4, the smallest little mouth form. I don't know. I just like how it looks on the Lalafels. So, lip color. I normally don't have any, but you can set it up and then you can give it some color and it could make all the difference, but we're just gonna go none. I prefer it that way. So the ears are the same no matter which clan you choose. I don't know if that's different with other races, because honestly I don't play the other races very often. So you have type 1, which is these pointed out ears, and you have type 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with I think I'm liking type 2 right now. See, the tiniest on type 2. A little bit longer. The longest. Okay. Alright. This is about the same as ear 1, but it has a little bend on the edge. I think we're going to stick with 2. And we're going to go small. Alright. And then here we can click these things and oh, now we have eyebrows. Oh gosh. Okay, that changes some things. That's nice. I like that. Okay, we'll go back to the eyebrows and look at that in a moment. You can have this. Oh, stand still for a second, honey. I can't show off the face options if you're moving about. Then you can make the eyeshadow dark up here. You can make their nose have a little spot. I've never really understood that, but that's an option on the Elves. And then you can have a natural earring that's always there. Or you can have no earrings at all. So we're not going to do this or this. Kind of like that. Kind of like... Alright, but we're not going to have that. So let's go back to eyebrows. Now we can actually see what they look like. This one goes out. 3 is slim. 4 is a bit bushier. And 5. So I kind of like 4 and 2 the most. We're going to stick with 2 though. We had the right ideal without any, seeing any of the things. So that's the facial features. Then the tattoos. Each race has different types of tattoos if we want them. I don't normally have tattoos on. We'll stick to not having tattoos. And then of course you can change the color of your tattoos. And then you have face paint, which is like a type of makeup-esque deal. You get 1 face paint. So you can give yourself little designs depending on your hair and stuff. Depends on how hard or easy it is to see. The face paint, honestly they're kind of like more tattoos, tattoo options. I normally don't do face paint either, but there's a whole slew of options for face paint. You can really add some character to your character.
Sulloa, does it go ahead and normally take you this long to make a character, or is this just tutorial? No, this is how long it takes her to make a character on a given daily.
Thank you, Candace. My goodness. She's not wrong though. I'm always like, I always take the longest to make a character because I'm just sitting here like, oh, do I want this time? Do I want to do this time? We tend to make characters often actually, which we have a few characters like that are still brand new. We have a few characters that are at the end of the game already. So this is nothing too new for us. Oh no, did I don't want no face paint. Oh god. Oh well, I don't know. Maybe we'll go face paint this time, guys. I don't know. This one looked kind of cool. Or yeah, no, we're not doing face paint. I always try, but I don't know why. I've never been a big fan for tattoos with the face paint. I tried once to have a character with a butterfly on her cheek because I love butterflies, but I didn't last long with that either. Just for some reason, they're not for me. So the voices, you have 12 different types of voices, and for each voice type, you have an angry sound. You have your laughter, your please, Oh no, your laughter, your joy. That was your joyful call, and then your agreeing and your disagreeing. Your voice obviously plays more of a role beyond these, but these just give you a ranged idea of what tone you want your voice to have. I tend to go with type 1 whenever I make my Lalafels. But there's other good voices out there. Number 4 is one I also tend to go with sometimes. I like as you can tell, the obnoxiously squeaky voices. Oh, and the chimes. It's already been half an hour. So those chimes will be the sound that dictates that the video is over. You'll hear them at the end of each video. I suppose this first video will be a bit longer than half an hour because we haven't even finished making the character yet. And I did want to get into the beginning of the game at least. So we'll finish making the character. And then we'll get to the point where we're going to enter the world. It'll prompt us to enter the world, and I'll cut the video there. So this first initial video will be longer than the future videos to come. So I hope you guys have time set apart to sit here and go through this with me.
Let it be noted, my character is already made.
Yes.
And I'm waiting to choose my world so we can go ahead and have a joint world together.
My goodness. I'm sorry. I never used type 6 before, but maybe we'll use that for our character this time around. Oh. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
All right. No, we're not gonna save this. You
Mm-hmm.
can save your appearance. So if you ever want to use that look again, or you're preferential to the look that you came up with, you can save it so you don't have to try to go back and remember all the things you chose for that look at a later date. Fortunately, I have it all recorded, so we don't need to save the appearance for this character if I want to use it again. Your birthday, like you can see, there's many choices. You have one, the first astral moon, umbral moon, astral, umbral, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Um, I normally like to go to the first umbral moon on the 27th, because as you can see right here, it says 2/24, and that is my actual birthday, so I like to set it up like that for all my
Mm-hmm.
characters. Used to be that the uh, god or goddess you chose to follow also had a list of attributes, but they took that away. And now it's just based off the little lore right here. So I'll click on each of them, and you can pause the video to go ahead and read about the given gods that and goddesses here. See which ones you like the sound of, and get an idea of what gods exist in the game. Um, I know some people like that kind of stuff. Um, and you'll actually, yeah, you'll actually hear them brought up by certain people in the game sometimes. So let's just go through these. And then Nafika is my favorite. Um, she's the one I choose all the time. I think I've only ever chosen a different god or goddess once
Mm-hmm.
in any given character I've ever made. So you have the Gladiator, which is a tank class. Um, this is the city state that they start off in, and here's a little bit of the lore for that class. We have the Pug list. The Gladiator becomes the Paladin. The Pug list becomes the Monk. Oh, right. Thanks. So this is each race, as you saw when we were going through them, has their race clothing, and then this is an ideal of the type of clothes that the classes will have. Each class, for certain milestones of levels, has a new job outfit. So this is the Gladiator, the Pug list, the Marauder, who becomes the Warrior, the Lancer, who becomes the Dragoon, the Archer, who becomes the Bard, and then those are all the Disciples of War. And then you have the Disciples of Magic, you have the Conjurer, who becomes the White Mage.
Solo's favorite class.
It is
Job.
my absolute favorite class. Then you have the Thaumaturge, who becomes the Black Mage. And last but not least, the Arcanist, who is the only class that can become one of two, which is the Scholar, which is a healing class, the class that I'm going to be coming into, or the Summoner, which is a DPS class, which Cam's is going to become when we hop in here. So let's go ahead and hop right in. We're going to be wielding books. Knowledge is our power. There's actually much more classes in the game, but these are the ones you can choose from to start with. I'll point out the other classes as we come upon them in the game to unlock them.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like it's gonna put us in Famfrit. Alright, Famfrit works. There are obviously other worlds, but it looks like how they're grayed out means you can't choose them. It's not accepting any more new players, as you can see the little message here. But each world has about the same amount. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 worlds to choose from. So when you choose your data center, you choose your world, and anybody who plays on these other worlds, we can travel to that world and meet with them. Likewise, we can randomly end up playing with them inside dungeons and other content in the game, because the game will automatically put us together based off who's looking to play what. But we'll get more into that when we get to those. We'll go ahead and click Famfrit and confirm. Now we gotta name ourselves. Oh, did your name go through? And we're obviously gonna be Sulloa. And Candace gave me a list of options, and in the end, we liked how Sulloa Insanity sounded. So we are Sulloa Insanity. Alright. And I'm going to stop the video right here. And then the next video is just going to pick right up right here while we go into the game. So thank you, Brit-Brat Brigade, for joining me for this bout of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you like the avatar that you will be following for the story into Eorzea. Let's do it to it. I'll catch you guys next time.